Imagine holding a device that literally made every other gadget in your pocket feel like an absolute dinosaur overnight. Back in 2007, the entire mobile landscape was completely dominated by tiny plastic keyboards, highly frustrating styluses, and screens that felt like they were made of cheap Tupperware. Then, a single presentation in San Francisco completely changed the trajectory of human communication forever. We are taking a massive trip down memory lane to look at the genesis of the very first Apple smartphone, a piece of hardware that tech historians universally agree is the most important consumer gadget of the 21st century. When you look at the market before this specific launch, corporate giants like BlackBerry and Nokia were absolutely convinced that power users needed physical buttons to type out their emails. The internal development at the company, heavily shrouded in extreme secrecy under Project Purple, was an incredibly risky gamble. They were trying to combine a widescreen iPod, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communicator into one sleek, singular aluminum shell. If you dive into early teardowns from respected repair sites like iFixit, you quickly realize just how experimental the internal architecture actually was. The engineers packed components together in ways the entire industry had never even considered, using a massive custom logic board and a battery soldered directly to the frame. This was not just a simple hardware evolution, it was a total and complete paradigm shift. It completely redefined what a computer could be, effectively shrinking the entire World Wide Web down to fit right in the palm of your hand. Think about how crazy it was to rely on a massive folding paper map in your car, and suddenly you had Google Maps right there in your pocket, assuming you had a somewhat decent edge network connection. The total lack of a physical keyboard was highly controversial at the time. I distinctly remember reading tech forums where hardcore mobile enthusiasts swore they could never effectively type on a solid piece of glass. Yet, the capacitive multi-touch display was so meticulously tuned and intuitively designed that it forced the entire smartphone industry to pivot their entire hardware strategies within just a few months. Every time you swipe down for your notifications today, or use two fingers to pinch and zoom on a high-resolution photograph, you are directly interacting with the descendants of the software language written for this exact piece of hardware. It was the boldest technological bet of the entire decade, and it completely rewrote the fundamental rules of consumer electronics forever.